What's up guys, so last Wednesday, Samsung held their Galaxy Unpacked event and it was a pretty solid show. We got to see their flagship lineup for the year, and after sitting down with everything they unveiled and taking it all in, I've got a few thoughts to share. If there was one thing Samsung wanted us to hear over and over again, it was Galaxy AI. Seriously, they might as well have renamed the event Galaxy AI Unpacked. And you know what, I'd have zero complaints. From AI features you'd actually use to ones you probably wouldn't even notice exist, everything got its moment in the spotlight. But here are some important features you need to know. You get 1 year of Gemini Live with the S25 series. Gemini and Bixby got together in some sort of AI matrimony to give birth to a much smoother and refined AI experience. Circle to Search and all other AI features from last year got slight upgrades. That's all you really need to know honestly, because they beat this AI drum harder than necessary. Now let's talk about the actual devices, starting with the S25 lineup. As someone who values real hardware upgrades over software updates which could easily roll out via OTA anyways, I wasn't exactly thrilled with what Samsung delivered this year. Here's the thing, the S25 base and Plus feel like they've been sitting in the same rut for years now. Samsung might as well have taken last year's S24, slapped a new name on it and called it a day. The updates this year are so minor, I'm willing to bet that most people wouldn't even notice these devices a few months down the line. If you own an S24 base or Plus, you really don't have to upgrade because you're not missing much. And what's disappointing is that the base and Plus devices are just as much a part of the flagship lineup and they deserve the same level of attention and care as the Ultra. Instead, they feel like Samsung's afterthoughts, which is a bit sad because these devices could shine with just a little extra effort. The Ultra, as always, is the crown jewel, but even here, the upgrades feel more cosmetic and software based than anything truly groundbreaking. Yeah, for sure, the display, battery and camera sensors are all refined with, you guessed it, AI. Now let's talk about my two big gripes with the Ultra. The design being the first. I said in my last video and I'll say it again, this is supposed to be the spiritual successor to the Galaxy Note, a legendary device that turned heads and literally defined an era. The S25 Ultra, it's fine, it's just fine. Gone are the bold, instantly recognizable designs of the Note series. Instead, we got a design that's just okay. It's like Samsung decided to play it safe and ended up losing the charm in the process. And for the S Pen, Samsung, how hard was it to keep the Bluetooth functionality on the S Pen? It's not like anyone was complaining about it or something. The removal feels like a cheap move and honestly it stings. It was one of its best defining features, so why ditch it? But in summary, the S25 Ultra and the S25 series aren't bad phones. It's just standing in the shadow of its predecessor, which makes it hard to feel like a worthy upgrade. Now let's talk about the plot twist that is the Galaxy S25 Edge, aka the device that threw all the leaks and the rumors into the trash. From the renders to the spec leaks, even to the name, almost everything we thought we knew about this device was downright wrong. Honestly, at a point, I thought Samsung was bringing back curved screens when I heard the name, but I guess not. While the S25 Edge does look sleek, I can't help but feel a little bit confused. I thought the recipe for a slim flagship was simple. Take the S25 Plus, make it thin, slot it between the Plus and the Ultra, and bam, you have a very thin flagship device. But nope, instead we got a device with two rear cameras that don't exactly scream flagship, a rumored 3900 mAh battery, which, let's be honest, it's like shooting yourself in the foot when the device runs a powerful Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, a 6.7-inch 120Hz display, and a $1,000 price tag. And don't even get me started on the price. It's gonna cost more than the S25 Plus, but gives you less versatile cameras and a worse battery life. I really don't quite get it, especially since this could have been resolved with silicon carbon batteries. Honestly, the Edge has me scratching my head, but when it officially launches in March or April, I'll grab one and see if it lives up to its hype. Before we wrap up, let's talk about Samsung's Android XR mixed reality headset. This is their collaboration with Google, aka Project Moohan. And while we don't know much yet, one thing is clear, I could have sworn its design got inspired by a certain Vision Pro headset or something. To be fair, it does look sleeker and it's supposed to launch later this year, but until we get more details, I'll reserve judgment. But that's been it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my hands-on reviews of the S25 lineup. And let me know in the comments what you think about Samsung's 2025 flagship lineup. Is it living up to the hype or is it more of the same? Catch you in the next one.